Pro Boxing Fans here with George Groves. George, we've just seen Adam Azim going full distance, and something that a lot of people are calling for his team, himself. What did you make of the performance on the night?
Really good, really great performance from Adam Azim. He had the guy Reyes over in the second round, I think it was. Big check right hand, fast, sharp right hand came over the top, caught him just above the ear, scrambled the senses, down he went. He got up, but strong, tough, experienced fighter, winning fighter, unbeaten fighter. He came to win, and say weather the storm, and then it was a really good performance from Azim. He had to go through his repertoire of what he's learned to date with a guy who was always there and always punching back.
How would you navigate his career going forward? Obviously, he seems to be in a good place. There's nothing wrong with getting rounds. We've been calling for rounds. He's getting them. Going forward, how would you say, in this year especially, how would you put him into these fights?
I wouldn't, I'd be looking for titles. Who are the champions out there? I mean, I need to go. I need to have a look. But more sort of fights like that. Who's in there in and around his weight right now? What fight can we make? Is there a UK domestic dust up that he can have? Is he looking to pick up the British European title? These sort of things. I mean, he's definitely capable of championship distance fights now, 12 rounders. But once you do the 12 rounders, then you have to factor in that you have to do adequate preparation for him, and you can't really fit in 5 fights a year all over 12 rounds. So if I was looking after him, it would be tough. You've got to find opponents who can go in there and last the distance, or just ask a few questions of him. Dangerous, but not too dangerous, whether that be maybe take him to the States, get him boxing out there, get on a couple of cards over there. I'm not sure how that will work with his boxer deal, with his Sky deal, whether they want to bring him out there and do a show out in the States with him, get him on an undercard, get him on the big platform, because his profile's raising fight on fight. He'll get that with Skyboxing, but it's going to be tough, because you don't want him just wiping guys out fight after fight in a round and a half. At the same time, you don't really need to be in stalemate fights or dangerous fights just for the sake of trying to get rounds out. So it's a bit of a nightmare.
It's a tough one. Quickly, before I let you go, 2 quick questions away from this card. Anthony Joshua fighting Franklin. I was at the press conference the other day. There's a difference in opinion about the opponent. What do you make of Anthony Joshua's opponent in Jermaine Franklin for this fight?
Yeah, great. I mean, he gave Dillian Whyte a tough fight. Some people had it split differently. I haven't seen the fight, so I'm not sure. From what I know of Franklin, it sounds like a good opponent for Anthony Joshua. Makes it. I mean, he's always fought at the highest level since he got to the highest level, so there's always going to have to be a step down if he's not fighting Usyk again or Tyson Fury. So this makes sense. Feels a good fight.
Can AJ be number 1 in that division again with the people that are around, like the Tyson Furies, the Usyks? Do you think he has it to become number 1 again?
I don't think he can beat Usyk. So I don't think he beats Usyk. Usyk's beat him twice now. I think Usyk's probably got his number. But that don't mean that he's still not a major force in the heavyweight division and a big star.
Final one for myself. Tony Bellew saying that Usyk will beat Tyson Fury. He was in an hour before. He said, listen, I thought Fury would beat him, too big, too strong. Now I'm thinking he's got quicker feet, he's going to be dancing around the ring. To them words. But what do you make of that? Do you think Usyk can beat Tyson Fury?
Yeah, he can. Yeah.
Do you think he beats him? Come on, I know you've got a podcast and you're going to be discussing this.
No, we don't discuss topical stuff on my podcast. Okay. But I saw Tyson the other day, and he said, "Why are you picking Usyk and not picking me?" I said, "Someone's got to go. Someone's got to go with the other guy, Tyson. Why not? Keep it entertaining, keep it interesting." See ya. So but might be Usyk's toughest fight to date. But what a fighter! Wow, and Tyson Fury, what a fighter, eh? Who knows?
Hopefully April 29th, we see that in Saudi Arabia. George Groves, thank you very much for giving us a couple of minutes. I know you've got a taxi booked and you're waiting for the cab driver outside. So thank you so much, and enjoy your night.
Lovely, thank you.